Tell us about why you guys invited us out to take this tour out here. What is the main idea of giving us this information to get to the public?
We've been working towards a engineering study of our digesters and other large components here at the wastewater plant. And there's some very large potential capital outlays coming in the coming years. We wanted to really be open and transparent, give everyone a chance to see what we're doing. This is very critical infrastructure, and we want to make sure that everybody knows what we're doing and sees why those costs are so large.
What are those costs, and why? And then tell us why they're that large.
A couple of the major projects right now. First off is the anaerobic digesters. They were built in the early '90s, and all equipment really has its useful life. At the same time, there are some technology upgrades, some things to help out to make things work better, as well as utilization of our methane in a proper manner. And we're looking at about a $25 to $28 million expense on that due to current estimates. We've also have a similar vintage bar screen for the influent pump station. That in and of itself is it's worn and it's past its life, and that current estimate is about $5.3 million.
This is a very important project because you got to make sure that you're meeting all sorts of regulations, state and federal, as you process not just your city, but the other three municipalities that all feed into this situation. So it's important to get this taken care of as soon as you can, right?
That's correct. We serve Davenport, Bettendorf, Panorama Park, and Riverdale, both residential, commercial, and industry in the area. And as you said, we comply with Iowa DNR clean water standards. We discharge to the Mississippi River, so it's very stringent treatment that we need to make sure it happen, and continue to protect the public with our discharge.
Everything's still working right now, though.
Absolutely, everything is still working fine. We just look forward to the future, make sure that we time things out so that we can continue to comply with our DNR permits.
What do you hope is the outcome of all the discussions about what you guys are needing to do?
Well, quite frankly, we want to make sure that we provide the correct design that's a proper use of funding for the sanitary funds that have been collected from our citizens and our businesses. We want to make sure we provide a good return on investment and provide a solution here that is a long-term solution, sets us up for the future at a reasonable operation and maintenance cost.
As you stated, because I asked, things are still working, and we all know things wear down after time, like my shoulder, holding this microphone up. But getting back to seriousness, if they're working now, why do we need to worry about it? Maybe some detractors to going forward with the project. What do you say?
Everything does work now, but there are we see increased operation and maintenance costs year to year as we have to replace items. Some items that are no longer manufactured or companies that have gone out of business. We need to future-proof as we move forward to make sure that we've got good universal components that provide good, efficient treatment and mixing. And really, if we continue this operation and maintenance, we will pay for the project times over if we move into the future without doing anything.
And what does the timeline look like for this project? Where are you at right now, and what are the next steps?
Well, right now we are moving through the consultant selection process. Ideally, we would like to have something in front of the councils here in the next coming months as far as a negotiated contract. From that point, we'll get the consultant on board. They'll start with preliminary design. We need to go through permitting with the Iowa DNR, and then we would move forward with bidding at that point. Pending favorable bids, then we can move forward with construction. So we're looking at easily a 2 to 4 year process.
And would there be any interruption with the wastewater treatment plant operations during construction?
I apologize. It is.
That's okay.
There would not be interruptions. Really, that's part of the design process, is being able to make sure that we can do one tank at a time, continue to operate, continue to meet our NPDES permit levels, and be able to work around our operations staff who are here 24 hours a day, really. So they'll be a critical part as we move forward to make sure that we can work with them.
Yeah. And why now for these upgrades? $50 million of upgrades. Like, why is this coming right now? Is this something that, you know, could have been done earlier, or maybe could have been spread out in the future? I guess, why does it all need to be done here now?
We continually look at projects here at the wastewater plant. In past years, we did some optimization projects. As I talked about earlier, equipment does wear out, and at a certain point, you can no longer fix that equipment, or it becomes not as efficient as what it could be. And there are a few different options on the market now, so this is really the time to upgrade that and make sure we've got a good system.
Definitely. Those are
Anything
my
else?
question.
It's hot in here.